working? Pretty sure it's on. Just make sure that it's actually like started on everything on my channel. Okay, cool. Should be up and running. Let me go turn off my lights again so I can race. Because we all know that I need low lighting to race. Turn on these. Okay. Now that we know it's gonna like rain and everything. Then we can, now that we know that it's gonna like rain and we can accurately plan and not run into walls and etc, etc.
The Spanish Grand Prix has been a permanent fixture on the Formula One calendar for over 30 years now, and for good reason. Do you remember Michael Schumacher's absolute dominance here in that rain-soaked Grand Prix in 1996? That day he took his first ever victory for Ferrari, and we've had many more iconic moments since. It's a sellout crowd of 140,000 here today as we await lights out for the 730-meter sprint down into Turn 1. This is a 2.9-mile racetrack. Overtaking is challenging through the 16 corners,
Oh boy.
but there's still a lot of high-speed excitement to be found, including the flat-out Turn 3 and the terrifying blind right of Turn 9. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. James lines up on pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Sainz, George Russell, and Norris. Fernando Alonso, Bottas, Ricciardo, and Lewis Hamilton. Tsunoda, Joe, Mick Schumacher, and Stroll. Vettel, Magnussen, Alex Albon, and Pierre Gasly. Ocon, they'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. And Nicholas Latifi. Now it's almost time for lights out.
Even
so
Hamilton
let's
got
go
a
out
grid
to the
penalty
track.
too. I'm pretty sure. I saw that Hamilton got a grid
Welcome to
penalty.
Natalie Pinkham. Beside me in the
Jesus.
commentary box today. Let's have a chat about Williams. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within the team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do. And that has definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
After the points finished last race, let's aim to keep that momentum going.
All right.
Launch map is good, but we need to learn the gears, so go into each one when you can. We're going to need some work on the brakes, so put some energy into them and warm the tyres as well, please. Okay, radar is clear, weather is looking good for now.
Keyword is for now, but I'm pretty sure that it will rain.
Okay,
Woo.
incredible parking there. Nice one. That's going to give you the
Already
edge
starting off better.
as the race starts.
Woo!
Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch.
I'm always ready, baby. Here we go. Bane, part 2. We might finish the whole race this time. Okay. We're chasing Leclerc, but we can overtake him as long as we get a good line. And make sure that our body is correctly positioned far enough away from the pedals to where my foot doesn't go through my wall. Come on. Okay, Leclerc is out by a second. I can fix that. He's also on soft tires, which might be a bit of an issue. Shit. Okay. Careful the apex. I learned my lesson last time. Oh, I fucked up the lap. It's okay. I'll get fastest the next lap.
DRS is being enabled this lap. You can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead.
I will.
DRS.
I'm not within a second here. But Sainz is, which means Sainz is going to get DRS on this next lap, and I'm gonna be shit out of luck. No, I'm not. I got DRS. Perfect. There we go. We got DRS down this straight. We got fastest lap at 1:23.231. Oh, we got him. Just gotta wait for Leclerc to make a mistake. Come on. Come on. Okay, because he's going to pit eventually. He'll pit before me. And I'm keeping pace with him on mediums. So, we should be fine. Plus, we're a second ahead of everybody else. At least, well, we're like a second and a half in front of Verstappen. Yes, sir. Late braking for the win. That is an overtake. Haha! First place, baby. Here we go. I don't do losing. I just gotta stay out in front by a second so that he can't get DRS on the last straight there. We're good. We are A-okay.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 5.4 seconds.
Cool. We are out in front. And all we have to do is focus, keep racing, and not jinx ourselves. Because if I jinx myself again and run into a wall for the 15th time today, I will put a hole through my monitor. Here we go. perfect lap. That was all purple. I was like a sec. Well, that was pretty good. I think our pit stop opens at like lap 22. So we just have to be have enough like race pace, like just kind of keep this up. Is that another purple sector too? Oh no! God damn it. Now I have to lose Leclerc all over again. Well, at least we're up by another 2 seconds. Looks like our tires are finally starting to set in. Damn. Another all purple lap, which is funny because I spun out the lap before. Alright. I have to like stay alive. Long enough to get to the pit stop. You know, in Formula One, inside the helmets, like in the racing suits, so they have like, obviously they have their radios to talk to the team, but they also have cameras on like the front, like their visor cam, and they also have some sort of mechanism in their car to let them drink water through a straw when they need it. But you have to imagine, like, not only are these race car drivers pulling, you know, 5 Gs every turn, they're also having to, like, carry all that equipment around inside of their helmet and the racing suit, so they're already, like, weighed down. Formula One is one of the most, like, physically demanding sports, even though it's just sitting down in a car. Like, that's the amount of like pressure and forces that these racers go through on like a lap is just insane. Like, I bet you if we looked at, like, for example, if we were to recreate one lap of any racetrack with the exact like banking and elevation change and speed, like average speed, in like No Limits 2, and look at like the lateral G-forces, it would be higher than any roller coaster anyone's ever ridden or designed. Yeah, because the human body can only handle up to like 5 Gs, really. Like, it's only supposed to be able to hold 5 Gs. I was about to spin out there. But like, these racers go through crazy training, and like, you can say what you want about like other sports being physically demanding, but Formula One, has to be one of the most like grueling training processes ever. Like, if you look on YouTube and you look at like Formula One training, there's a video of Lando Norris doing the training for his neck, and it's this strap that they attach to his head, and he has to hold his head vertically without it tilting to one side or the other, and it was pulling like 45 pounds of force, and like, it was crazy. I could never. I'm too fat. I'd fly right out the side or tip the car over, or both. I'd also probably be one of the slowest people on the grid. These guys, like, you have to be light. Like, these cars are surprisingly light for, like, motorsport in general. And especially, like, the drivers are also super, super light for the most part. I am not in any kind of shape, except round. So I would never be able to do this kind of stuff. I mean, as much as I love going go-karting and crashing into my friends, I don't think I could make a career out of it. You also have to start, like, super, super young in go-karting. Like, you have to be super young. And, like, Formula One isn't, like, the only kind of, like, cool motorsport. Like, you always have, like, your Formula E, or, like, your NASCAR, as much as everyone hates NASCAR, or thinks it's, like, for rednecks. Like, those are all forms of motorsport. But Formula One, like, is the best of the best. Like, you have to be really, really good. I am going to cry. Obviously, I am not the best of the best. I am actually really bad at this game, as we have now seen me spin out twice in the same race. Well, I need a drink. Like I was saying, I don't have the freaking straw in my helmet, or a helmet. Though I might need a helmet, because I'm about to start hitting my head against the wall. I mean, this car's, like, go fast. Like, on average, when I turn right into my neighborhood, I'm going about 10 to 15 miles per hour if it's, like, a sharp 90-degree turn. These cars are taking turns at, like, 150, anywhere from 150 to 100, like, 200 kilometers per hour, which is a lot. I don't know the conversion off the top of my head, because I don't actually know the conversion rate without having to Google it. But, like, these cars, like, it doesn't look that fast because it's a video game and it doesn't feel fast. But in real life, like, this is like a 3-mile track, and you're going 3 miles in a minute and 22 seconds, and that's not even a good average. My lap time is probably nowhere even close to the maximum, or to, like, the record on this track. Actually, let's look it up. Let's for shits and giggles. Barcelona. Circuits. Record F1. Yeah. So the track is 4.655 kilometers. Whatever that is. And what's a kilometer? I'm from America. Anyway, yeah, the lap time. The record is 1 minute 18 seconds and 444 milliseconds. That's fucking crazy. That is 4 seconds faster than I'm going right now, and I'm going fast. Yeah, that's more than 4 seconds faster than my time up there. That was set by Ricardo in 2018. But that's 6 seconds faster than my last lap. That's fucking crazy. You know how long it takes me to get? You know how long it takes to go like 3 miles in like a normal car at normal speeds on surface streets? It takes like 10 minutes. Which is why, like, when you look at like if you go like look at like Nürburgring, like a lot of race cars will put times on the Nürburgring. Not only is it a dangerous circuit, but that's a whole different story. But like the lap times are like 7 minutes long for like normal car, like not normal cars, but like other race cars. Like fast race cars are like 7 minutes long. It's crazy. Nürburgring is also like completely off the F1 calendar because it was deemed way too dangerous. Pretty sure that's where Lauda crashed. They also took Russia off the F1 calendar because of geopolitical issues. War in Ukraine, duh. Yeah, they took... they actually kicked out... So they had a contract with a Russian company called Uralkali, and they actually terminated the contract. So they... And this was Haas. Haas had a contract with Uralkali. And basically they terminated the contract and kicked out one of the racers that was there on that contract. Nikita Mazepin. Everyone called him Mazepin because he sucked. But he was there because his daddy paid for him to be there. But yeah, 2022 they took the Russian GP and any Russian sponsorships off the table. Which is kind of why they added Miami. I don't think I watched the Spain GP last year. I think I might have been at work or asleep.
To see some rain about 10 to 15 minutes from now.
This track is relatively easy. It's nothing special, but it's decent for... I mean, like, I'm decent at it. I'm terrified for Monaco. Monaco is going to be crazy difficult. Plus, Monaco's a historic track. So, like, back in the early days of F1 when Monaco was added, the cars were tiny. Like, the cars were very small. They were, like, smaller footprint. They were slower. So Monaco has tight turns and narrow straights, and there's almost no overtaking zones for today's cars because these cars are so big and wide that they can barely even fit onto the track in the first place. There's like one overtaking zone and it's in a tunnel. I want to go to the Monaco race one day. I mean, it's not like interesting, like it's not like, it wouldn't be like a fun race to watch, but it would be cool to go like see the historic track and kind of hang around Monaco. And I really want to go to the Vegas race. I could also settle for Miami, but actually Miami might be cheaper than Vegas. Maybe I'll go to Miami instead. Or Austin. I can go to Circuit of the Americas. That'd be cool. There's gonna be 3 different American races this year for Formula One. And the Vegas one is gonna be cool and fast. They're gonna race down the strip at night, which will be the first ever race that I'll actually be able to watch like the full thing. I'll put it on my computer and well, I'm not gonna live stream it to YouTube. I don't want to get copyrighted, but like it'd be cool. The first ever Formula, I think I've told the story. The first ever Formula One race I ever watched was, it might have been I think it was 21. It was a 21 race. I was walking into, it was like my 3rd or 4th week on the job. I just started working at Magic Mountain. And I was walking into my shift and the race still had like a couple laps to go. So I hid in the bathroom. I don't want to get in trouble for this. Well, I quit. They can't do anything. But I stuck into the bathroom before like I walked to my area and I watched the last few races. Actually, it might have been 22, because it was one of the first ones that it was 22. Because Max, it was like the second race and Max had DNF the first one. So Max won the second race and I was pumped and had a fantastic day at work after that. And it had nothing to do with actually being at work, because I was stuck at Bugs Bunny Road the whole day. Yeah. And then I started getting really into Formula One. My history teacher last year, she also liked Formula One, so her and I, and then I think like 2 other people in the class would talk about it. And I remember distinctly, I was like, we were talking and someone was like, I don't think Red Bull is going to be as good this year. And I said, I think Mercedes is going to struggle. And I think Ferrari and Red Bull are going to do good out this year. And I was right. Mercedes was at the back of the pack. Well, not the back. They were like 6th to 8th. I think Lewis got like 1 podium. And it was because he got lucky. Yeah, Mercedes' car last year sucked. But then again, so did the engine or the powertrain for Red Bull and Ferrari. Ferrari had horrible strategies. Ferrari had strategies that were so bad that people started making memes about them. Like, it was awful. I think Ferrari was screwed out of a couple of wins because of their strategists. I love Formula One. It's cool. I like moving parts in general. I've always loved moving parts. Like, I'm kind of a nerd, in case you haven't been able to tell, with the fucking Minecraft Disneyland shit, and Formula One, and Forza Horizon 5, and building my own theme park in Minecraft. I don't know. I like moving parts. I like watching things move and seeing how they work. I also like being competitive, so like racing, kind of a natural thing. Like Mario Kart, I have never lost a game to one of my friends. Like, I've lost like a race to my friend in Mario Kart, but I've never lost like a 4-round GP in Mario Kart to any of my friends ever.
We're coming in this lap.
Okay, but I don't like losing. I am not a huge fan of losing. I feel like to like losing is kind of like a bad trait. Because, like, maybe you don't like always winning. Like, that's fair. Like, but if your mindset to things is, oh, I should lose on purpose, like, it's not right. Like, if I won something...
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
If I won something because somebody else lost something on purpose, I would be pissed. Like, if I was playing baseball, and somebody threw the game and we won, I would be pissed. Like, I would be so angry at the other team. I wouldn't even care about, like, it's not a win. It's not a win unless it's earned. That's why I'm super competitive. Just who I am. That's how I was raised, I guess. I don't know. I guess it's kind of a toxic trait too, because it gets in the way of some things sometimes. But okay, we need to not speed in the pit lane. Boom!
That was a fantastic
Perfect.
stop, faster than we were expecting.
There goes Verstappen.
You only have to stop once now. One stop left.
But I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of a nerd. I don't know as much about Formula One. I'm more of a Disneyland nerd kind of guy. Like, theme parks is kind of my forte. But I know people that would talk your ear off about racing and cars for hours and hours and hours and hours. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love cars. Like, I know what basic things do. Like, I know how a car works. But not as in-depth as some people. Like, I could never, like, run, like, my own mechanic shop. Like, I'd probably fuck something up in somebody's car. But you asked me pretty much anything about a Disney park or, like, Six Flags Magic Mountain, I was, like, required to know trivia about Six Flags Magic Mountain. Like, it was pretty much in the job description. Actually, I'm pretty sure it was in the job description. When I was training for Full Throttle, which is, like, this huge roller coaster that has, like, 12 hours of training, when you read that manual, there's something called Ops and Demos,
Max is in the pits. Max in the pits.
which is your, like, standard operating procedures and, like, ride specs and stuff. It's cool because for nerds, like, that's all stuff about, like, ride specs and how fast it goes and what the parts are called. But there's also a second sheet in there that is Magic Mountain trivia. So, like, when I got super bored at the microphone and I was waiting for trains on slow days, I would just play trivia. And sometimes I'd go into, like, I don't know, it was fun. I enjoyed my job. I really loved working at Magic Mountain. I was a great fit. I love roller coasters. I'm a nerd. I build them in Minecraft just for shits and giggles because that's what I do it. Like, it's because I can. Like, as stupid as it sounds, also it's starting to rain. But as stupid as it sounds, like, I'm well known in the Minecraft theme park community because I worked for a shit ton of Minecraft theme park servers. I still work for, like, 2. I think is it 3? No, I think I work for 3 right now. I don't know. See, I don't even know how many I work for.
Behind is 7.4 seconds.
I just kind of started getting into racing last year. I had to catch up on all the races. I watched all of the 2021 races before I got into 22.
The gap to your teammate behind is 13.1 seconds.
What's also really crazy about these cars is that theoretically, if you drove fast enough, they could drive upside down because of the downforce. Like, the aerodynamics of this car, like, if you were to drive something this fast on, like say, okay, let's take up here for example. Like, right here, there's, like, a hill. If this hill were to suddenly flatten out with a normal car, like, you would go flying. But Formula 1 cars are basically glued to the ground. Which is why, like, a lot of, like, every race car has a spoiler, and some of them have, like, front wings. I don't know. And these cars sit so low to the ground, so, like, the big yellow, like, curbs that you see that I go over sometimes, those are called sausage curbs. if you go over those, like, the bottom of your car hits them. Like, you sit so low to the ground in these cars. It's really, like, it's very fascinating to me, like, everything that goes into designing and, like, the engines and how everything works. It's just interesting to me. Like I said, a big fan of moving parts. It's actually been one of my, like, I don't know, I love everything, and I like miniature scale things too. It's like slot cars were always super, like, a cool concept to me. Or, like, model roller coasters, or, like, a model railroad, like, those things were always cool to me.
Okay, I think we're still in the right tyres for the time being.
Yeah, we won't be in about 5 minutes. But, I don't know, I just enjoy racing. It's fun. And it's cool to be competitive and, like, want to overtake, and I have an outlet for my creativity. Racing games are more of an outlet for my, like, other emotions. And baseball is an outlet for my anger. Nope, I almost just spun out again. I don't know, I'm kind of rambling right now. Which is good. Because I've been kind of down lately, and it's been kind of hard to ramble. But now that I am actually enjoying something and having fun, I'm not worried about it. I am starting to see a loss of grip because of the rain, though. So we're going to have to pit for inters in a bit. Which is fine. I don't like driving on inters. I think next lap we're going to have to be pitting for inters. Which is fine. Fastest lap. Not even close to the record. Yeah, I'm definitely starting to feel the tires slip on braking points and turns. Yep. It's getting way fast and way loose. There's no way we're not going to pit for new tires soon.
You're leading the pack, that's P1. Leclerc behind. Our gap behind is 13.3 seconds. They're on old mediums. The pit window doesn't open for more than 20 laps. 38 laps to go.
There it is. We're gonna have to pit. I'm calling it by the end of the next lap. We're on intermediates. driving in the rain is really annoying because, like, you want to go fast. Like, if you play Formula 1 or, like, racing games, like, your mind is programmed, like, okay, pedal to the metal, go fast, like, overtake, racing lines, like, you have to go fast. With intermediates, you have to slow down. Or, like, wet tires, like, you have to slow down, and it's really annoying. Because it's very hard to switch from going flat out to conserving tires and making sure that you're, like, driving carefully and hitting your lines. And it gets very frustrating when you're not setting fast lap times. I mean, we're already 2 seconds off, and it's just because of the rain.
I know these conditions are tough, but bear with it. I don't think the track's ready for intermediates yet.
Whatever you say, buddy. Although, maybe the last race we had to switch to intermediate because
Okay, so we're leading our team
the
lead
water was
by
able to
18,
collect because of the
0.3
safety car.
seconds.
Everyone slowed down when I flew into the wall. We're good, we're good. We're winning. We're chilling.
Okay, the stewards have now disabled
Okay,
DRS. DRS
so
is
we
now
are
disabled.
we are pitting for inters by the end of this lap. Because they only disable DRS if it's too wet. 'Cause they don't want people hydroplaning. This weather reminds me of California. Went from super, super sunny and warm to raining. Also means, though, that we're going to start seeing when we start seeing a decrease in our tire temperature, that's when we're gonna have to change to inters. Cool. There's a slipping. Hmm. Yeah, we're chilling. Hold on, I need a drink. It is getting rather hot in my room. Which again is weird because it's like 20 degrees outside. So my room should not be, although my computer is working overtime and I can feel the heat coming out the back of it, which doesn't usually happen in Minecraft. I kind of want to buy like a Red Bull Racing Polo, but I'm broke. So, I have to get a job. That's what I'm gonna do. I need a job. I need to find something that I'm gonna like doing for a summer. I could go be like a waitstaff with my friend at a restaurant, but I don't want to go into food service. Like, that's not... I don't know. I just feel like it'd probably be really not fun for me to do. Which I get it, jobs aren't supposed to be
Check
fun.
your MFD for a new strategy option. Understood. Copy that.
There's the inters. But, I want to find something that I'm going to, like, tolerate doing. I just feel like I could not do food service. Like, at least at Magic Mountain, like, if something went wrong and a parent was, like, pissed off at me for their kid being too short, like, I could tell them exactly why their kid was too short. Or, like, if I did something wrong, I could at least be like, yeah, that's my bad. But, like, at a restaurant, if you have, like, someone's food gets sent back and they're all mad at you for it, like, that's not me, that's the chef. I don't know, I couldn't do it. I gotta find somewhere to work.
Max is coming in for his stop.
I'm going in next lap. Actually, I'm going in this lap, technically. Only 11:30? We're already halfway done with the race? Cool. We're gonna be finished before 1 a.m. Oh, somebody crashed. Who crashed? Ow.
A few teams seem to be putting intermediates on now. Come on, let's go and switch over if you need to.
Perfect. Let's go. Perfect. That was beautiful.
We're delighted with that.
That was gorgeous. However,
Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
I'm gonna be stuck behind all these guys. And I really don't want to be stuck behind them. I hope it clears up enough for me to go back out into softs by the end of the race. Or like an old set of mediums. But as it stands, I'm finishing the race on these tires.
Minutes left of this rain, then we think it's going to dry up. 10 minutes.
Oh, there you have it, 10 minutes. That works. Come on. I hate racing in wet conditions. I also hate driving in wet conditions. At least I used to hate driving in my wet conditions in my hometown. Because people in California do not know how to drive in the rain. Like, we are sunny and 75 almost year round. The coldest it gets is like 45 degrees at night in like February. Like, where I'm from, if it got anywhere like close to 60, we would already have like full snow gear on, like heavy jackets, sweatpants. And so when it would rain, people wouldn't slow down. Like, people just do not slow down. So they would end up spinning out or causing accidents or like running red lights because they couldn't stop in time. Like, I don't know. I hate driving in the rain just because I hate other people. I also hate driving in the snow just because I can't drive in the snow because I'm from California. Hold on, my best friend is FaceTiming me. Hey, before you say anything, I'm live on YouTube. I didn't want to pick up, but I knew that I'd never hear the end of it and you would just keep spam calling me. Watch the stream, I'm almost done. Okay, that's not true, I'm not almost done.
I'm calling back, okay? Love you.
Love you too. What the fuck did you do? Actually, don't tell me. Tell me later. Bye. She's the only person in my entire life that actually checks my Instagram story. So the fact that she looks at my Instagram story knew I was in the middle of something. I'm just kidding. She's fun. She's one of my best friends. Holy shit, we're 5 seconds up. Hey, but at least somebody talks to me today, right? At least I'm not totally fucking alone. We got about 30 laps left. Or like I was saying earlier, like the cars are so close to the ground that they will, like when the suspension bottoms out, it throws sparks. Like that's how close to the ground these cars are. One of the pictures that I have for my one of my lock screens is during the 2021 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. It's a picture of Verstappen's Red Bull throwing up sparks. It's one of the coolest pictures on my phone. It is not fun to drive in wet conditions. This race is going to take even longer now because of how slow we have to take the turns. It's crazy. Anyway. We are 21 seconds ahead of second place. I think that we should be fine. I do like the graphics in this game though. They do look very nice. Although, I actually prefer the graphics in 2013. Like the older games, for some reason, like on the Xbox 360, like a lot of those games had really, really cool shaders. Like for their time, they were really advanced. Like Formula 1 2020 or 2013, Forza Horizon, the original one, had some really pretty looking gameplay. Like for that time, like I don't know, it just seems so different. Cause like I don't know, I guess I was kind of used to playing like the iPad at that point in my life. So everything was kind of like bland.
Gap to your teammate behind is 20.9 seconds.
But a lot of the newer games are really cool as well though. Or like if you throw like a shader pack on Minecraft, like depending on which one you use, it can be really, really, really cool. Forza Horizon 5 is actually pretty good looking. Detroit Become Human, which isn't as new, but it's newer, had some pretty good graphics. I don't know. I feel like good graphics are so like prevalent and accessible today, like to the point where it's kind of like desensitizing. So like it just doesn't like they don't look as good as like the old ones used to look. Because for old games to have really good graphics, like that was rare. Like older games at that time having good graphics was pretty much unheard of. But nowadays, every game has good graphics. Like, even some games on Roblox have insane graphics. Which is crazy to me, because I grew up with, like, the OG Jailbreak, and, like, I don't even remember half the shit that I played on Roblox. I don't know. I'm a very big fan of like pretty games, like games with good graphics, or like especially like games that have like really cool like nature scenes. Like that's, I don't know. I find it really like relaxing. Like my background on my computer is like it's a moving like animated wallpaper, but it's like a swamp from Minecraft at night.
Some of those puddles are clearing. We're still definitely on the right tyre for the time being, but we're probably not a million miles away from slick conditions.
So, I don't know. I prefer good-looking games. Actually, it's not entirely true. I like games with good gameplay and stories. Like, I did not like Minecraft story mode. Like, it was not my favorite thing in the world.
It looks like we're running on a dry track soon. Back to dry shortly.
But, like, Detroit Become Human, that was a fucking awesome game. I love Detroit Become Human. Although I could never play, like, Evil Connor. Like, I could never do that. I'm too nice. I couldn't do, like, Robot Connor. I had to have him be deviant. I think that Hank and Connor's story is, like, the best thought-out storyline in any video game ever. I mean, the gameplay could have been better, but the game itself, like, the story itself was awesome. I don't know. If I play story games, they have to have a good story or I get bored very easily. I'm more of a sandbox game kind of guy. Although, I guess I have a pretty, like... Oh, I fucking missed that. I have a pretty diverse taste in games, I guess, because I go from, like, I'll play Minecraft, which is sandbox, but I'll also play, like, Roblox, or, like, Forza Horizon 5, or Formula 1. Like, those are racing games. Roblox is pretty much everything. Or, like, I play roller coaster games sometimes. Like, I'll play Parkitect when I get into my roller coaster phase. Or, like, I have Rolling Line on my computer, which is a model railroad game. Although I haven't touched that game in a while. I don't know. I have a very wide range of games, I guess. I prefer Minecraft. Like, out of everything, Minecraft is probably my favorite game. I have thousands of hours on it. Like, I play an unhealthy amount of Minecraft, but that's fine. Because I also play an unhealthy amount of Formula 1 sometimes. What's also crazy to me is that, like, I'm, like, old for my generation. Like, I'm very, like, tail end Gen Z. Like, I'm considered old to some of the kids in my generation, which is sad, because I'm only 18.
New strategy available on the MFD. Copy that.
But, like, oh, I totally forgot what I was gonna say. That's fucking stupid. God damn it. Oh, no, I remember what I was gonna say. I'm old. It's like, a lot of my, like, game tastes are very, like, older games. Like, Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Right, we're no longer sure that these tyres are the right ones. It might be time to come in and change.
Roller Coaster Tycoon, like, was my child. Like, I loved that
Okay,
game.
Foxy, this lap, give us the best in lap you can.
Or,
Max is in the
like,
pits.
I played
Max is the
Minecraft.
best.
I played Minecraft since the day it came out in 2011. And I've played Roblox for a very, very long time. But it's crazy, like, a lot of these newer games, like, the ones that aren't sequels to other games, they just seem so, like, flashy and, like, cartoon-based and, like, very, I don't know, like, let's take Fortnite. I never got into Fortnite. I prefer PUBG, CSGO, like, Rainbow Six, like, Fortnite was just never my thing. I guess it makes me old. Or like social media, like I don't do social media. Oh, that's not even what I was going to talk about. I totally remembered what tangent I was about to go on when I said I was old. Like people playing video games professionally. Like when I was like a younger kid, like that stuff was unheard of. Like, people did not play video games and make money off of it. Unless you were, like, a huge, like, YouTube streamer, there was no, like, esports. People now have, like, there are schools with esports teams. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, people go and, professionally play Rocket League, or, like, people play, like, Formula 1 competitive. Like, there's a whole Formula 1 esports league. Like, it is an actual thing. I don't know.
DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled.
I'm old. I don't like change. I was one of those kids that like wasn't really allowed to have social media, so like I had to beg for Discord, and I mean I've always been allowed to have YouTube, but I had to beg for like a YouTube channel. So like, I don't do Snapchat like a lot. Like if I do Snapchat, it's just me and my very close friends. Like I feel uncomfortable adding strangers, which is odd to me because I grew up and I talk to strangers on Minecraft all day long, but I can't do it on Snapchat. I'm also not a big fan of showing my face on the internet, or at least like now it's not a huge deal to me, but like a year and a half ago, if you told me that I would have put like my senior pictures on my Instagram, like I would have laughed in your face and said never in a million years. I don't know. My generation kind of sucks. There's a lot of things wrong with it, but there are also some good parts. I don't know if those good parts outweigh the bad parts, but I guess we'll see in time. So we're gonna hopefully finish the race on these soft tires. Although probably not. We're probably gonna do another stop for another pair of soft tires. But
You're in first position, front of the pack. That's Max behind you now. Okay, so the gap to the car behind is 18.5 seconds. They're on fresh softs. You've got 10 laps until your pit window opens.
Oh, so we are having another stop.
10 laps. Okay, 22 laps left.
Let's find out what my next, oh, it's gonna be soft? My next tires are gonna be soft. Okay. Which means we should be able to set some pretty good lap times. Alright, let's see what kind of decent-ish lap time we can send with these new soft tires. Okay, Verstappen. I see. I see. Here we go. Alright. That was like a second and a half off my best time. Theoretically, I could do better. Let's see how much better. I'm all over the place today in today's stream. I don't know. I guess I feel different. Oh, that was beautiful. That was almost a perfect line. That's another half a second, well, 4/10 of a second off. Nope, that is not going to be a good... Oh! This is not going to be a good lap, by the way. This is going to be another... This is going to be a red section, a red sector, I guess. And this is going to be a red sector 3. But it's okay.
Caution.
For hit? Oh.
Green flag.
Good job, Stroll. You put yourself into a wall just like I did. Proud of you, buddy.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 20.0 seconds.
Well, that's not good. Alright, so we have about 17 laps to go. 17 and a half. Purple Sector 3. About 11:58 p.m. where I live, so we're pretty much on schedule here. I don't know what's wrong with my engine. Okay. If we just get that Sector 2 down, I am good to go.
You're leading the pack, that's P1. The car behind is Max, and the gap behind us is 20.8 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Your pit window is going to open in 3 laps time.
Perfect.
Pit window opens in 3 laps.
So
Right,
how about
15
10 laps to
still
do? We'll have 10 laps to do on our last set of tires, and it will be a 4-stop race. Right? Let's see, we stopped once for new pair of mediums, then we stopped for intermediates, and then we stopped again for softs. So yeah, it'll be a 4-stop race. We're going to stop for another set of soft tires.
we're approaching the pit window, you're going to be on softs.
I'm still 2 seconds away from the record on this track. That's crazy. I don't even know where I'd find 2 seconds of time. You're pitting next lap.
Tyre condition still looking good. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
It's not... Did I accidentally do...
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good.
Cool, so it just wants me... It's just worried about tires.
Okay, one stop to go, just one stop left in this strategy. Okay, your pit window opens next lap.
Cool. This might be close. I don't think Leclerc or Sainz are going to need to pit stop again,
Tyre condition still looking good.
which means I have to be in and out of that pit lane fast.
Okay, the pit window's open, so let's box this lap. Box this lap.
Cool. So we're going to be racing 10 laps down to the wire. Another pair of soft tires. Max is in the
coming
pits.
in for his stop.
This might be close. I don't know. Oh, actually I don't know. I think it only takes like 22 seconds in the pit stop, so I think I should be still 5 seconds ahead. So I somehow fuck it up really badly. Perfect.
That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting.
Come on. Come on. Perfect. 20 seconds. So there's still gonna be 8. What is that? Oh, that's a McLaren. I'm not worried about that. I thought that was a Ferrari. For a second, I got very worried. What percent are these tires on? These must be from like qualifying or something. But at least they're set in a little bit, so I just need to warm them up. No way. Verstappen's out?
Max is out of the race.
What happened? Oh no. He must have crashed somewhere. That's crazy. He must have either crashed or blown a tire or... He had to have crashed because he pit before me.
Yellow flag.
Yep. He did crash. Where'd he crash at? Oh, there he is.
Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead.
He means someone. That's Max.
Okay, clear.
That's crazy. Cool. Okay, okay. That almost ended with a double DNF for Red Bull. Okay. Ah, so friggin' close. It was on that last sector. Son of a bitch. I spun out like 5 times this race. But at least I hadn't hit a wall. Oh my god, that was so fucking close. Okay, hold on. I got this. No, I got this. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Okay. Nope. We're gonna win this by a long shot. Nope. There's no longer a fastest lap there. Four laps to go. It's what we call track limits.
And that's just 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Nope. I don't think we're gonna get. I don't think we're going to get another fastest lap. But it's okay because we already have it, which means it'll be 26 points if I just finish the race. Oh, that's fantastic. It's okay, we have like 3 laps of racing. Not totally worried about going off once or twice. Besides, I'm like 13 seconds ahead of everybody.
Okay, we've got 4 laps of fuel remaining.
Crazy, we got 2 laps of racing remaining.
Okay, this is your
Fuck.
final lap of the race.
Well, oh well. Might as well push, we got nothing better going on. Cool. Nope, that is not the fastest lap. We fucked it up, but it's okay. We're
Okay,
15
just
seconds
2 laps
ahead,
of fuel remaining now.
and we're gonna win. That was definitely my best Sector 3. Alright, that is Spain.
Yes, fantastic!
Although we could remove the A and still have the same race because I spun out like 4 times. Next race is Monaco. That'll be a fun one. Maybe I'll stream
So,
tomorrow.
another fantastic victory for Red Bull today.
Except Verstappen
So,
DNF'd.
Natalie, what do you think helped them deliver this result?
Well, I honestly feel it was down to the driver and car today. I mean, we could talk driver skill all day, but if you don't have a solid team to back that, you're never going to get anywhere. When you hit that sweet spot of having both an excellent driver and an incredible car, that's when you see results like those that we've witnessed today.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team.
We can watch the whole thing today.
Exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everybody at the team.
Cool.
Let's see how the drivers' standings have changed. James takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship. So then, Natalie
Let's
Finkel,
go.
who would you rank as your driver of the day?
Difficult call, but I'd like to say Esteban Ocon. He's just so gifted at getting the most out of his tyres, and he showed that today.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. No change in the top spot then, but with today's points, their hold on that lead is getting weaker. I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One, so be sure to join us for the next one.
So, I wouldn't be first, I don't think, if Verstappen had actually finished second. I think I'd still be second place. But I still have to worry about Leclerc. Verstappen's not going to be able to make up those points. Verstappen's in the same position I was. But I am leading the championship now, which is cool. Cool. I had no penalties. I didn't speed in the I didn't speed in the pit lane this time. Okay, let's see. Cool. I think I still like the I think I still like the Miami. Hold on. Yeah, I still like the Miami one the best. I love this Miami. I don't know. I like America. America's cool. So the Miami. I don't know. I like the Miami one. I like the way that it looks on my. Let's see what stats I have. Oh. Career. 8 wins, 8 podium finishes, 9 pole positions, because the first one I did get pole in Bahrain, but I didn't finish. Cool. Cool. Let's go to R&D. And let's skip time.
Our new parts have completed without issue. They'll be on the car ready for the next race weekend.
Let's see. Cool. I think we still have some in progress. Let's see what this is going to look like. Monaco is also like the best looking circuit just because it's on like a beach. Oh, so there's no. We can do this tomorrow. For sure. So I'm just kind of looking at this. Might replace that after this race. So it's Monaco and then Baku and then... I can't wait for F123 when I get to race at Vegas. That might be my favorite track. Okay. We will do all of this later. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, night, whatever it is. For me, it's like 12:30 in the morning, so we're going to just kind of chillax for a while. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you on the next stream.